Nerd Alert audience. Fantastic news coming from the Wonder Woman set. It looks like she's getting a sidekick, and her sidekick is Etta Candy, but she's in her best form.
Golden era,
age,
original Etta Candy.
So I think we should show the picture and then talk about her a little bit. So this is Lucy Davis, most well known for being on The Office, and she appears to be playing the original version of Etta Candy. Who is Etta Candy? Well, she's kind of like Wonder Woman's Bucky, in a way, but from the craziest era of Wonder Woman comics. So she is very strong, absurdly strong, despite having no superpowers of her own. Etta Candy, how did she start? She had parents named Hard and Sugar Candy, thank you, and then she was a very sickly woman in the hospital.
And her origin story is that she nursed herself back to health, to vitality even, with candy.
With the power, the healing power of candy. And then she got some newfound moxie thanks to her candy. And she and the girls from her college, Holiday
the Beta
College,
Lambdas.
sorority.
Yeah.
They're kind of Wonder Woman's like helpers, her brigade.
Right.
Her sidekick bunch, especially Etta. And she had battle cries such as "woo woo" and "for the love of chocolate." She's very brave. She doesn't take shit from anyone. And one time, she stormed a Nazi concentration camp armed only with a box of candy.
It's funny because Etta has gone through different iterations throughout the history of Wonder Woman. And of course, after this initial first run of this version of her character, she was slimmed down, and I think in the
She's
new
been
52,
slimmed down.
she's African American.
Yes, she's also been like blonde and svelte. She's been like Steve Trevor's love interest, which I don't like. I like her to be Wonder Woman's buddy.
Yeah, man. Over is before broveries.
Right?
But yeah, I really am so charmed by this original version of Etta, and I'm so delighted that they're using her in this movie.
From the crazy version.
Well, in an age where they feel like they have to update everything to be super serious, to bring back the original Etta Candy, who had a battle cry that was "for the love of chocolate."
By the power of chocolate.
I imagine they'll probably leave some of these sillier details out, but still, like she's a
fun,
classic golden age sort of character, and I'm glad that they're putting her into this new one.
Well, I mean, typically we see a shying away from the more campy like golden age, some silver age stuff, but please embrace this, DC. Moving on to some other Warner Brothers news, they are sticking with Zack Snyder for Justice League no matter what. He has signed on, even though Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice hasn't come out yet. So there you go. Whether it's good or bad, Zack Snyder's on board. Sorry, or you're welcome.
Zack Snyder is a very visual director. His films always have a very polished visual style. That being said, I don't think he understands character.
I think that's a fair criticism.
I have enjoyed some movies of his.
He does well with spectacle.
Exactly. And so, for instance, Watchmen was, beautiful visual style. However, I feel like he completely missed the point of the whole graphic novel. And there are people who will fight me about this, and I welcome debate.
Read the original novel, and the points and criticisms about society and human nature are not brought up.
They're not
in the movie
touched on in the movie,
all.
not even a little bit. And then for Superman, I felt that while there were things that I really liked about his version of Superman, it wasn't actually Superman in my opinion.
That's how I feel. I feel I had a fun time.
Yeah.
However, this is not a good iteration of Superman. This is like a crazy action movie.
Yeah, it was very much a Zack Snyder film, and I hear that Batman v Superman is not testing well.
Oh no! Really?
Yeah, that's just a rumor, though. I have absolutely no physical
At this point,
evidence
that's
to back it
not
up.
official yet.
Exactly, but that's just what I've heard, and so it's surprising that they're giving this to him, that they're trusting him that much without seeing him have a really successful film in the DC universe yet. Because Superman, his Superman movie,
Man of Steel,
was highly criticized to the point that later superhero films actually did things in order to avoid being like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. It's a mixed review for me, but I've seen extremely negative stuff. I mean, it'll probably be fun. It might get everything wrong.
Yeah, it's really hard to satisfy nerds, even if you have something that you think that every nerd will love and that is really super true to source material or keeps the heart of something. There's always going to be people that complain.
Well, I mean, we say that, but then I remember I'm wearing a Deadpool shirt, and I had a lot of fucking fun in that movie, and I thought it was very true to who Deadpool was, and I thought it did make comic fans happy.
Right.
So, and we also have this, major production as well, setting a precedent for possibly more major productions following suit, but I hope not too close, doing their own thing.
I'm interested to see the Justice League movie either way. I feel like it's long overdue for a long time. Warner Brothers, I think, was more focused. They said they wanted to focus on Harry Potter more, and they were not interested in developing any of their superhero properties. So they're kind of a little later to the game, and I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of Justice League superheroes that I want to see on the big screen.
Not complaining about Harry Potter focus, though. I enjoyed that. Audience, what do you think about what's coming up for Warner Brothers and the Justice League world? We also remember we were talking about Etta Candy, so let's talk about her in the comments. Leave that below and like and subscribe for more.